Hi there. Glad you could join me. I'm Mike Yakubowski. I'm the coordinator for the STEM program at Coppell High School and also the lead engineering teacher. And just glad to take a moment and talk with you about the courses that your child's taking. And I want to talk about all of them as a whole because it's a continuum. We're trying to help your student to become an engineering student. We're not turning them into engineers. We're just helping them learn to become an engineering student. Now, even if they don't go into engineering, they are incredibly well off because we've had students who've gone into business school and full rides, President's Scholarship at SMU and such, and Plan 2 Honors Business at UT. So our students have been very successful in engineering and not in engineering. But it starts in this intro class, which is a wide open class. The students have a lot of options. They can be very creative in what they're doing, but they're seeing how engineering and computer science are tied together. In the sophomore year, the principles of engineering, we want them, they've already had geometry, and in this class it's an applied physics class. And so we're using those geometry concepts, we're really digging deep into SolidWorks and seeing how a big, long project works as well as learning the physics behind it. In this case, we're building a plug-in electric solar car. Electric car that's plug-in solar. And they're really getting to see how a long, big project works from the inside out and seeing why it's important to divide a project up. They're also reading a book at the same time called Napoleon's Buttons, which is a combination of chemistry, world history, and engineering, and seeing how that all is related and interrelated throughout history and in the product development. The junior year, we're going to take two classes, engineering design and engineering math. In engineering math class, we're doing something new. We're using a point system and letting the kids time shift their projects. There's a lot of different projects that they're going to be doing, and they're really digging into the math behind these projects, but we want them to use their time effectively and efficiently, and also the materials and resources. So they're going to be able to shift things and do projects in an order that is more effective and more efficient for themselves. And we're working together on this. There's going to be a lot of discussions throughout the year, making sure that this is successful for your child. They're going to be reading a book called Zero, the biography of a dangerous idea, and we're going to study that throughout the year. Then the engineering design class, we're getting into product development, and we're really focusing on developing a product for this and seeing how that end product and the marketing and all that ties in together for an engineering design. Not just let's go build something. Let's build something that we can sell, something that people want. And the first one, they're going to do a toy design. We're going to design a toy that's going to be, could be used for children. And they're learning how that all ties in together. In the second semester, we're going to send up a weather balloon. We're going to come up with a package that someone might want for atmospheric data and do something with that. And through this, we're also going to be reading a book called Power, Speed, and Form, which looks at how engineering and science work differently, but they're interrelated and they're necessary together, but they take it from different angles. And they're also going to learn to sketch. We're having the students buy a sketching kit, and they're going to learn to draw and do sketching, and we're teaching them how to do this so they can get the idea out of their head and onto paper. And that's what we really want, is them to really get their ideas out and communicate effectively, and that's the purpose for the sketching. The final year, their senior year, we're going to now, we've narrowed things down, we're going to open it wide open now, but we're making them also step way outside themselves. Up till now, they've done projects, we've kind of told them what to do, and there's been a lot of constraints. Now the constraints are really different. They've got a lot of choice in what they're doing, but they're designing it for really way for someone else. The first project we're going to do, they're designing a bike-powered device for someone in third world country. We're calling it, it's termed the base of the pyramid. It's about 80% of the world who makes about $1 a day. And it's a really untapped market. There's a lot of potential there to help people out. And it's a really neat engineering challenge because it's going to force our students to really be creative, really be innovative, but also really use materials well, because they also have to use materials that are readily available. And they're designing it for someone who's not here. There is no personal connection to any of this other than I'm helping someone else in the world. And this is a really unique piece of our program. And it really makes our learners think about designing for somebody else, that I am making somebody else's life better through what I'm doing. And they also really get to see what it's like having an outside set of constraints put onto you that you're not even familiar with. It's really a unique situation that they're going to find themselves in throughout their lives that they're not just doing, well, I want to do this because it's fun. I want to do this because it's cool. They're not always going to get to do what they want, but they're doing something that's meaningful and useful, and they've got to really work at finding that motivation for it. And that's what we're doing here, is giving them a really good opportunity. At the same time, they're doing something really, really useful. This project can be something that can make a difference to someone now, and that's what we're working on. And then the second semester, we're going to be working on another project similar to that. It depends on the time. This is the first time doing this project. This is a new course that we're putting in. We haven't done this before. We're able to roll it out this year rather than it's going to be the final project course for the STEM endorsement. But we're able to start it this year and offer that to our learners now. And so we're working on it and working out some of the timing issues. So stay in touch. Keep in touch with me. One of the best ways to do that is with our Booster Club. The Booster Club is a great way for you to get involved, to help out, to see what you can do to work with us, because we have a lot of needs, we have a lot of opportunities to help, and we want to get you involved. And the Booster Club is a great way to do that. So talk with them and get involved, because like we have our Engineering Expo. Colleges and companies from around the country know us because of the Engineering Expo. We put on a big show. We let everybody see how what we're doing ties in with college and ties in with the industry itself. And all of it fits together. A lot of universities get really excited when they see our projects and see what we're doing, because they're doing the same projects on their campuses that we're doing here. Our children are getting to see what it's like going onto a college campus and doing engineering work. Whether it's at Purdue or it's at MIT or it's at UT or UTD, our children are seeing the same tools and the same projects in their classes. So if you got any questions, give me a shout. Love to talk with you. Thank you very much.